We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about forgiveness, and I am at the shop. So, if you have trouble hearing me, please let me know in the comments. But hopefully, my computer is filtering all that out. Alrighty. So, what I looked up on Google was the art of forgiveness. And let's see. I'm going to start reading. Hey, Joe, how are you? I hope you're feeling better this week. There it is. So, today we're talking about forgiveness. I don't know if we've ever talked about it or the art of forgiveness. That's what it is. It's not just about forgiveness, but it's about different ways that we can forgive. Okie dokie, Joe. I'm feeling better, just the normal back problems. Okay, great. But you're not sick, like I think it was flu, maybe. Hey, Patrick, how are you doing? Love the House Panthers. Hope you're doing well. I was just thinking about you the other day, and I was like, I should go to his live and see. Hey, Shelly, how are you doing? Joe, hello, Smrekshi, Shelly. Welcome, everybody. Don't ask. Don't ask what? Still here, and how are you? I am pretty good. Just the arthritis stuff going on right now. My mental health is pretty good. And I'm glad you're still here, Patrick. How I'm doing because it's not good. Oh, Shelly. Oh, Shelly. If you would talk to us about it, it might help you feel a little better. And you didn't come to the private live, so I'm not doing that again for you. Unless you promise. If you promise, I will do it again. And you can always message me. And I know you messaged Joe, so you can always message me. Okay, you guys, I'm in the shop, so my sister's running her embroidery machine. Let me know if it's too loud because I can go in the other room. I just like being out here. I didn't know you did it. I did. Maybe I didn't post it correctly. Okay, we'll do one again, but not next week because next week I have to take my friend to a doctor's appointment. We'll do it the week after that. Okay, she hasn't started it up just yet. It's going to be, but hopefully my speakers on my Mac are very good and they won't pick that sound up. Tonight is trunk or treat. Oh, Joe, I went on Sunday for a trunk or treat. It was so much fun. I hope you have such a good time. And I forgot to bring a chair. So bring a chair because I am paying for it, man. Oh, I am paying for it. So just let me know if it gets loud and you can hear it. Trunk or treats are great. I know, it was so fun. And there was so many cute little costumes. There was some teenagers that were just in regular clothes, but still gave the candy out. And then I'm on Halloween this Friday. I am going to my sister's and we're going to pass out the rest of the candy I have left because I got too much candy. And hopefully we'll be able to get that to the little ones. But yeah, it was my first trunk or treat, and it was for the cat rescue that I work with. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I would say, and it was steady. So I don't know how many people were there, but it flew by. It was 2 hours and it flew by Crystal, I may have to wait till next month to do this shipping thing. Okay, Shelly. Well, how about I send it to you, and then when you get it, you can just send me the shipping. Because I'm gonna send it. I think Thursday. I'm gonna package it up tonight and send it Thursday, and then you can just. Yep, Panther Rescue. Yep, that's where I got all my cats. Was through these guys. They got them fixed. I fostered them, but they got them fixed, and yeah, it's a great place. It's a great place to go. Yeah. Xfinity is messing with me hardcore. Oh, I hate Xfinity. I hate Xfinity. They give you, like, I always have to call and beg for the discount or I'm going to cancel it. And then eventually, after like half an hour, they will give me the discount. But before I get the discount, I have to pay the super high price. Like, they don't say, oh, your discount's ending. They just jack the price up. So for like 2 months, I got to pay $100. And I'm like, we cannot afford it. We cannot afford it. Why are you doing this to us? And all I have through Xfinity is the internet. So I'm like, they want to jack it up. I wish I could get that WoW or something else, but that's all we have where I'm at is Xfinity. And that's the problem. I would like to. I don't know how to try. My sister, do you have a different internet? You have WoW? Oh, I'm going to have to check this WoW out.
But it's, okay, so if you're paying $100 for Xfinity, it's really not much different.
Well, I'm only paying $50. I thought I saw.
Oh, you're only paying $50?
Yeah, $55, I mean.
Well, that's a good price. What do you want to leave it for?
Because they keep jacking it up. Like, when my contract ends, they'll jack it up to $100.
Yeah.
For a couple months, and then I got to go and beg them to bring it back down.
Yeah. When's your contract end?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking here pretty soon.
Now, Charter did come through, or Spectrum came through the other day and said they're not in my area.
So Spectrum is the one that I think, Spectrum is the one that I think is the $40 a month for internet. Just straight up $40 a month. No, you don't got to beg them to cut your prices. I know, that's what they do. So you got to call them and basically beg and tell them you're going to cancel your stuff if they don't give you the price you need. And sometimes that doesn't work, but it worked for me this last time because I'm like, I was on that where you got the government subsidy so you could get the internet. So everybody could get the internet, and then they stopped that. And once they stopped that, that's when my bill jumped up and I had to call and beg again. I had to call and beg to get the discount. So I know Xfinity is something else. Go to the websites for WoW and Spectrum. My sister said Spectrum just came to her house and told them Spectrum is Charter. Oh, is that okay? Okay. Yeah, but I have that every time as well. I have I have 2 kittens I'm fostering, and I want to show if Patrick is still here. I want to show him, but I don't think he is. So I'm going to show you guys my kittens again. I've shown you the same picture before. And did I tell you the blonde one? I thought they were both girls. So she's a girl up here because she's that Duluth calico. And this is a boy. And they call it buff, not orange. But yeah, so cute. So much fun. Yeah, we don't either. So I'm going to go online, though, and check because, yeah, they do. They mess with you big time, too. So, yeah. Okay. So I do want to get that stuff shipped out. So I'm going to do it on Thursday because I'm sending one with the pallet and I'm sending you the the blush and the contour palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm a 149 in the hole because of it. Oh my gosh. 149. Yeah, I had to call him and say, I'm going to cancel it if you don't, because we can get T-Mobile now internet in our area. So, but I haven't heard anything about Spectrum or a while, but I'm going to check those out. Because if they're at my sister, she doesn't live too far away from me. They're eventually going to come over there. So, but yeah, I could switch to T-Mobile, and I think that's only $35 a month or $40. It's not that much a month to get T-Mobile internet. So definitely look those up. I keep touching my screen because I think I'm on my iPad, but I'm not. I'm on my computer. It's very... It is what it is. Okay, so she's not hearing it, so that's good. So the Mac is filtering it out. That's good. You can hear it, but it's not so loud you can't hear me. That's good, Shelly. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So try those things for your internet. And I hate calling Xfinity, but I do have to do it every couple years. So I did it last year, so maybe I won't have to do it till next year. But they don't tell you your contract's up, because when they take the payment out, I get a text, or when the bill is due, I get a text, but they can't say, hey, we're going to jack your prices up next month. They can't do that for some reason.
That's how they make their fortune.
Yeah, that's how they make their fortune. So, yeah. All righty. Joe, Shelly, Patrick. I think Patrick popped out. He just popped in for a visit. Okay. I know this is a big deal for Shelly, forgiveness. It's called the art of forgiveness. I got that term from, I was watching the news, and they have a mental health Monday. They don't have Wellness Wednesday. They signed me up for auto pay that I didn't approve. Well, and then they just took it out of your account. Did you go in and take it off? You can go in and take that off. I wish you lived closer. I could help you with that stuff. But if you message me, you did take it off. Good. Very good. So yeah, Xfinity has the monopoly around here. So hopefully that's changing. So I think if you go on the website and they'll ask you for your zip code or something, that's usually... But T-Mobile internet is only supposed to be $35 a month. Now, how good it is, I don't know. We have it at the shop, but she has the business internet, and it's very good. I'm using it right now. It's better than the one at my house. I'm trying, but they said it was going to take up to 3 days. Oh, for them to cancel the auto pay. To get a refund. Well, hopefully you will get that refund. So, but yeah, our topic for today is the art of forgiveness. Sure. Let me go over here to our photos, and I'm going to read real quick a little bit of a description. What? Oh, crap. I deleted the page. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. Okay, let me come back. You guys still here? Oh, yeah, the overdraft fee. Joe. Shelly, I got a shower today. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Yeah. we were just talking about that. My sister, her partner, he had a stroke. So he has difficulty, getting in the shower. But now he's putting it off. He's telling her, we'll just wait, we'll just wait. And she's like, you need to take a shower. And he's like, he just doesn't feel like it. And I said, I understand that. I understand that really. With the weather change and it's cold in the house now. We went from 80 degrees to 40 degrees, like overnight in Michigan. It was crazy. I don't know if you noticed that, Shelly, but yeah. And so, especially if you have depression or if you're in a lot of pain, you just don't feel like doing it. And you do pay for it for a couple days, don't you, Joe? Yeah, you pay for it for a couple days. So, and I have a big tub with a seat in it, but it's cold. Oh, Crystal, I'm getting Meals on Wheels. Not now I feel like a prisoner because the food is bad. Wow. Um, how bad is it? Is it like a frozen dinner or something? Because my grandma used to get it, and she would only get the hamburger because she said she didn't like the other food either. So, yeah. The last time was hard. I just couldn't get to feeling good enough to take one. Right, Joe? And you're like, I know I need to do it, but I can't get the energy up, or I'm sore. I don't want to stand or sit, or like I said, I have a big tub where I can sit, but it's open. It's not enclosed. So I have to heat the whole, it's a big bathroom. I have to heat the whole thing. And, even then it's still cold. So it's not a perfect situation for me either. And then the shower, because I'm bigger, is tight, and I can't sit down in there. And so I do as fast as I can when I take the shower. They sent carrots that was so old they was turning white. Ew. That's pretty yucky. So maybe, I don't know. She said the hamburgers were good. It was bad.
It probably depends on the cooks there.
Oh yeah, it probably depends on the cooks in your areas.
Locally what's available.
Yeah, and where they get the food from. Is it being donated? Are they purchasing from what's that? Forgotten Harvest. My dog wouldn't eat any of it. Oh, Shelly. Well, you won't go hungry. I don't know what else to tell you, Shelly. Yeah, she would just get the hamburger or cheeseburger, whatever it was, and she would get that every single time because she didn't like the food either. So, right, LOL. Yeah. But anyway, Joe, I totally understand, especially now with the change in weather, and we have a storm front coming in, and my knee's been given out today. So, walking around the shop, so I've been trying to be more careful. But they are sore. Is it supposed to rain tonight or tomorrow? Tonight, yeah, it's supposed to rain tonight. So, yeah, everything hurts. And when everything hurts, you don't want to get in the shower.
Right now, look at the sky out there.
It's really dark on the one
It's
side.
all the way over. Oh yeah. Oh, behind us is wavering. I gotta go outside and put my crystal cigarette.
Okay. It looks like we got some rain coming in. It's really, how like the sky is clear, and then when a storm's coming in, it's really dark. There's like a division of color in the air. Like you can see where it's super dark. We have Michigan weather pane. Yeah. Joe gets it too, though, not just Michigan, but Michigan weather sucks. But yeah, and he hasn't felt like taking a shower either. And since he doesn't really do much, she said he doesn't stink, but he still needs a shower. So she's going to make him take one today. He's been putting it off for a couple of weeks. Yeah. We have blue skies. Here is a storm coming from the south. So the storm is coming from north, south, the east. We're getting it from the east right now. And it's real dark. So I don't know if you'll get it later tonight, maybe. But it's, yeah, you know the divide I'm talking about, where it's like regular sky and then all of a sudden it's dark, dark blue. So my sister just went outside to roll her windows up. So not from the south, because that's south and that's north. And then it's coming from that way. So it's coming from east, northeast. So it might pass you. Yeah, it might pass you. But it's real dark. It looks like it's going to be a thunderstorm. Have you guys been seeing about the that hurricane that just went through Jamaica and Cuba and all the flooding and stuff that's going on? Yeah. Let me show you a picture of my cheetah, Patrick. These are my two foster kittens. This one is a Duluth Calico. That's a girl. And this one, they call it Buff. It's not quite orange, but he has stripes. And he is, it's a boy. And no rain for Michigan today. Well, something's coming, Shelly. So he's my little cheetah right there. He's a light colored cheetah. They call it Buff, but it looks like blonde hair to me. And he is a sweetie, but he has that shaken cat syndrome. So he has a little trouble, like when you come at him because he's shaky, he gets real scared. So yeah, and it looks like rain for sure, Shelly. So I don't know if the darkness will just come and go, but yeah, I think it's gonna rain. And the rain is in Indiana and Ohio. Well, I'm close to Ohio, Michigan, Monroe. So it's us and then Ohio, basically. Oh, it's Monroe, then Erie, then Ohio. So that might be why I'm seeing it. But yeah, it's real dark. It's about to get, you'll probably see behind me because that's the window when it does get here. And the sun just poked through. It's weird. Isn't the weather weird? Those clouds you're seeing is in Ohio, not Michigan. You got an orange cat. I'm fostering him. He's a foster. Yeah, and he's just a sweetie and so cute. And yeah, I'm just loving the kittens. I don't know when they're going to take them, but they're little right now, so I'm enjoying them. I just introduced them. Well, I introduced them to my cats last week just for a little bit. And now the bedroom they're in, there's a hallway. And so I let them down the hallway and they can see my cats. There's a gate there. And then I let them see my cats. And so eventually I will. I'm not going to worry about it right now, shall we? She said she thinks it's in Ohio that we're just seeing the clouds or something.
No, it's going south.
Oh, it is going south.
It's going south pretty fast, too. Southwest.
Southwest. Did you hear that, Patrick? So he's a foster, so I'm fostering him, and but yeah, he's adorable. I just thought you might like to see him. He's got little stripes, and so he looks like he's a tabby, but they call it a buff tabby for some reason. So yeah, I have a little cheetah for a little while. And he won't let me pick him up, but he will snuggle me when I lay on the couch. He'll come snuggle. But he won't let me pick him up because he's just his head shakes, and so I don't know if he can see real clearly. So, and they haven't really done any testing yet, but they said that even though he has that he can live a normal life. So cheetahs are awesome. Yeah, he's adorable. He is. And the little girl, his sister, they play so good together. They're funny to see. I think I have a video of them. I don't know how I would get it on here though. Oh, it's got to be in here. That's my kitty. There it is. It's a 22-second video, I think. Okay. Airdrop. Let's see if I can see it. Wobbly cat, yeah, CH. Yeah, he's going to be fine because I was worried. The vet came and I took him to the vet there. And yeah, they said he's going to be fine. No problems. Why am I waiting? Yeah, they do things a little slower. That's right. He didn't come around. It took him a long time to come around. He's since it's gotten cooler, he will snuggle me to get warm. So, and just so cute. And he comes over there and snuggles me. But if my hand goes near him, he'll scatter. And like you said, he kind of moves a little slow. Where is that video? There it is. Pause. Alrighty, so let's see. How can I share video file? Show options. I'm sorry, guys. I might as well just stop that. It's on here. So, okay, so we probably should get to the topic now. Okay. Let's see. Will this give me any type of a ING 8957? Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I'll tell you about Jamie. She is doing pretty good. She is 897, did I say? So I'm going to stop this because it's not working and I'm taking up too much time. So she is doing well. She is looking for an apartment so she can have her own place, which I think is good. It's good for her. And let's see. Her health was good the last time I talked to her. Her mental health, she's a little stressed. But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. We try to catch each other on a Monday, and sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. So so yeah, I think she's doing pretty good. She wants to come back to YouTube, but she started doing you guys, I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called Whatnot. Is that what it's called? Whatnot? It's a shopping app. I don't have it. If I do, I don't know. Let's see. WhatsApp, WHATS app. So she's modding for a lady on there. She really enjoys that. She wants to do some videos, but she just isn't, I don't know, making the time. I'm not sure. But yeah, she's doing pretty good. Not perfect, but still pretty good. So. So that is how Miss Jamie is doing. Let's see. We're going to share screen. Uh-oh. That's not what I was trying to do. Sorry, guys. Okay, share screen. Share screen and here. Share. So we're talking about the art of forgiveness. Oh, good to hear. Yeah. She just wants to get her own place and get out, and she's on some waiting lists. So, and they said it can take up to 2 years, because it's the subsidized housing. So hopefully, and her roommate's a little stressing her out a little bit. So, okay. Let's go to the art of forgiveness. So we do need to at least touch on the topic. The phrase, the art of forgiveness, refers to the complex and often difficult process of letting go of resentment, anger, and hurt towards a person or situation. It is considered an art because it requires a conscious, compassionate, and skilled approach rather than being a simple one-time act. Okay. All right. All right, Patrick. It was so good to talk to you today. The prison food just came. Well, hopefully it's better. Let us know if it's any better. I've never been to prison, so I don't know what the food is, Yeah. All right. Okay. So here we go. Let's go back. Okay. The purpose and meaning of forgiveness. Freedom from healing. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions or pretending they didn't happen. It's about liberating yourself from the emotional burden of holding on to grudges. Psychotherapist David Rico describes it as choosing peace over a desire for payback. Okay. A personal journey. Forgiveness is a solo act focused on your own healing and growth. It is a gift you give yourself, not something you do to let the other person off the hook. Varieties of forgiveness. Forgiveness can be directed towards different targets. Interpersonal forgiveness. Forgiving another person who has wronged you. Intrapersonal forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for your own past mistakes or failings. Existential forgiveness. Making peace with life's unfairness and tragedies, such as loss of a loved one or a serious illness. That one is pretty hard. Okay, who knew there were so many things about forgiveness? Who knew? Okay. The process of forgiveness. The path to forgiveness is often described as a multi-stage process. Acknowledge the hurt. The first step is to recognize and clearly articulate how you feel about the hurtful situation rather than suppressing your anger or pain. Number 2, make a commitment to yourself. Decide that you no longer want to carry the weight of your hurt and anger. That is a choice to do what is necessary to feel better and reclaim your peace. Check. Okay. Gain perspective. Understanding that your present distress comes from your current feelings about what happened, not just the event itself. By gaining perspective, you begin to see that you have choices about how to respond. Recognize and let go of the unforeseeable rules you have for how others should behave. Release the demand that the person who hurt you must apologize or change for you to heal. Reclaim your power. Redirect your energy away from obsessing over the past and toward a positive intention. Find new ways to meet your needs and pursue a life well lived. Rewrite your story. Change the narrative you tell yourself and others about the situation by focusing on your choice to forgive. You take back the power that the offense had over you. Okay, that's a lot. I just sent a message on Messenger. It's a pic of something I got. Not sure what it is. On Instagram. Or Facebook Messenger. There we go. Not sure what this is. It looks like some type of a grain or something, a little side dish. How did it taste? Facebook. I got it. How did it taste? It doesn't look horrible. See, but I like grains and things like that. So if you don't, then yeah, it's probably not so good. All right. Okay. So let me go back and the process of forgiveness. Acknowledge the hurt, make a commitment to yourself, gain perspective, release expectations, reclaim your power, and rewrite your story. That's a lot of information right there. They couldn't give us a little acronym to make it more simple. You haven't tasted it. It just looks like some type of maybe lentil, maybe something like that. So okie dokie. Let me go on up here and we will read some more. Forgiveness in a spiritual context. And that's, I think, where most people have learned about it. The concept of forgiveness is central to many belief systems, though it may be interpreted differently. Christianity. Forgiveness is a core virtue linked to love, mercy, and grace. The Christian art of forgiveness involves cultivating a forgiving heart and embodying the teachings of Jesus. Eastern philosophies. Teachings like Zen Buddhism and those practiced by psychotherapist David Richo emphasize mindfulness and acceptance of life's givens to let go of hurt. Spiritual self-help authors like these people emphasize the transforming power of forgiveness as a key to inner peace and loving kindness. We're not going to do the books on the topic. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, and I get 1% milk. Let's see. The apples they're sending are cooked apples, not eating apples. Oh, and I get 1% milk. So do they just kind of bring you whatever they want to bring you? Is that what's going on? You don't like make an order for it or anything? Because I think that's what they do in Monroe is they get to order like whatever they want. Oh, so they just bring you what they got. Well, it doesn't look horrible, so I say try it. And good luck to you. Hmm. All right, where's that at? Right here. Okay. Let's see. This Dr. Robert Enright. The first stage involves a deep psychological, so these are 4 stages. So phase 1, uncovering. The first stage involves a deep psychological exploration of the emotional wound and its impact. This phase is about fully acknowledging the pain and anger rather than suppressing it. Things that I think we can do, that's what these are. Confronting the injustice, identify precisely what happened, when it occurred, and how it has affected your life. Acknowledge the hurt, recognize the resentment, anxiety, and deep pain caused by the offense. See, it says 4 stages, but I think it's got broken down stages in there. Process emotional consequence, understanding how the hurt has affected your mental and physical health, relationship, and overall world view. So this is really a complicated subject, more complicated than I thought would be, because someone said they'd be giving me a menu to pick from, but I'm in Flint, so yeah, that's what it sounds like. Because I don't know how she did it, like if she picked the menu and then when she got the meal, she would give them the what she picked for the next day or the next delivery. And I think she got it every day. Yeah. That stinks that you can't choose. But I don't think the grain looking or beans or whatever that is looks bad. I would taste it. But like I said, I like that kind of stuff. All right. Get a drink of water here. So I'm thinking what I might do is the phases, we might do 4 separate um 4 separate lives and cover the phases because this is really a lot of stuff. So let's go to the next. Decision. This is the stage where the person makes a conscious choice to pursue forgiveness even if they don't yet feel ready. It involves a deliberate commitment to change one's approach to the situation. Understanding forgiveness, learning what forgiveness is and is not, clarifying that it does not mean forgetting the offense, excusing the action, or letting the offender off the hook. So that's a good one. Learning what forgiveness is and is not, clarifying that it does not mean forgetting the offense, excusing the action, or letting the offender off the hook. That is not what forgiveness means. Deciding to commit. Realizing that the current strategy of holding on to anger is not working and choosing to explore the path of forgiveness instead. Choosing, it's a choice. You have to choose to want to forgive. And it's hard for some people. Considering the alternatives, weighing the benefits of forgiveness against the cost of clinging to bitterness and resentment, which we know the cost is physical, emotional, mental health, all those types of things. So yeah, we're gonna break this down even more because I'm learning a lot and yeah, I think that will help. Okay. Phase 3, work. In this phase, the person begins to actively reframe their possession of the offender. Oh, their perception of the offender. In this phase, the person begins to actively reframe their perception of the offender. It is a challenging stage that requires emotional courage and cognitive effort. Okay, cognitive reframing, trying to view the offending person in a new light, not as an evil caricature, but as a fallible human being. Okay. Developing empathy, working towards understanding the human side of the injury and the circumstance that may have contributed to the offender's actions. Working toward understanding the human side of the injury and the circumstances that may have contributed to the offender's actions. This is done without excusing their behavior. So you can be empathetic and not excuse their behavior. Bearing the pain, accepting the pain of the offense rather than transferring it to others. This is the moment of absorbing the hurt and refusing to pass it along. Offering the gift, extending a moral gift of forgiveness to the offender, which involves letting go of the anger and resentment you are entitled to hold. So it's a choice, and it's extending a moral gift of forgiveness to the offender, which involves letting go of the anger and resentment you are entitled to hold. So no one is saying that you shouldn't be upset, but the forgiveness is for you. I know that. I have learned that. StreamYard. Oh, I see. You just tried that stuff. How bad was it? I see the pukey emojis. Joe, can you see all these pukey emojis she's put up here? How bad was it? Was it just plain, or sometimes if you add salt, it's much better. Alrighty. No. That is funny. That is really funny. Okay, let's go to phase 4. Deepening. Deepening. The final stage is characterized by a long-term release from the emotional prison of unforgiveness. It is an ongoing process of growth and discovery. Finding meaning, discovering new meaning in the suffering and finding personal growth as a result of the forgiveness process. Feeling release, experiencing a general decrease in negative emotions and a sense of liberation from emotional wounds. That is a big one. Recognizing interconnectedness, realizing one's own human limitations and need for forgiveness, which can lead to a deeper connection with others. Finding purpose, embracing a new sense of purpose in life that stems from the experience of forgiveness. That's what I did when I tried it. I about choked. So did you figure out what it was when you tasted it? So let me ask Shelly. I think you're the only person here. I'm thinking about you still don't know what it is. Okay. I'm thinking about going from 1:30 to 2:30. See, I did it for an hour and a half because it always seemed like I had much more to talk about. And I was doing a lot of learning then, but the taste is still lingering. Uh-oh. Will that 1% milk help you with that? Does it smell bad too? I'm wondering if it smells bad too. Yeah. So anyway, I'm thinking about going from 1:30 to 2:30 instead of 3. And I was just curious what your thoughts were. I'll probably know, but my coffee is fighting it too. Okay. Well, at least you got some coffee to take care of the business. There's a light back there, a air conditioning vent that makes my head look funny. And coffee should hopefully take out the taste. You are so funny, Shelly. Always have coffee, right? I had tea this morning because I don't have heartburn today, and I'm like, do I want to chance it? I'm like, no, it actually feels good to not have heartburn. So I didn't have coffee this morning. I had tea. Oh, and I left my tea in the microwave. So yeah, it looks like the dark cloud went through. So it must have been from Toledo when we got the dark cloud. Coffee is cheaper than bail money, right? Yeah, that's a good one. I think did they make a shirt that says that? Oh, my fuzzies are up. If they don't, they should. So let me know what you think about cutting it to 2:30 instead of 3. It says there's 2 people here. I'm guessing that's Joe or Patrick or Shelly. I need a shirt that says that. Yes, absolutely. It's totally up to me. I know. I just sometimes I guess we can plan for 2:30, 1:30 to 2:30, and then if it's a involved topic or if we're talking a lot, we can scoot it to 3. But I want to bring it. I think I want to bring it down to an hour. Yeah. Oh, okie dokie. Let's read some more. Let's see. You're the host. We're here to learn. I understand, but I do like you guys' input. So I do enjoy your input. Let's see. What's this one? Oh, did we finish this? We finished this one. Finding meaning. Yeah. Okay. What factors might prevent someone from reaching the work stage of forgiveness? Let's see. Which one was the work phase? So phase 4 is deepening. Phase 3 is work. Phase 2 is the decision. And phase 1 is uncovering. Okay. What specific techniques are used? Explain the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. Let's look at this. These factors might provide someone with reaching the work stage of forgiveness. Multiple factors can stop an individual from reaching the work stage of forgiveness in his Dr. Enright's model. Even after they have made the deliberate decision to forgive, the psychological and emotional labor of this stage, which involves reframing perspective and fostering empathy, can be halted by several powerful internal and external obstacles. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Shelly. If it needs more, yeah, we can stay longer. I agree. So, things that can stop you from reaching the work stage are internal psychological barriers. Fear of further hurt. A person who has been deeply wronged may fear that letting go of the resentment will make them vulnerable to being harmed again. Forgiveness can feel like taking down a protective emotional wall, which is especially terrifying if the offender is a repeating threat. Yeah. So, a person who has been deeply wronged may fear that letting go of their resentment will make them vulnerable to being harmed again. Forgiveness can feel like taking down a protective emotional wall, which is especially terrifying if the offender is a repeating threat. Holding on to anger as a source of power or identity. For some, anger becomes a core part of their identity after a major injustice. Letting go of this righteous shield can feel like abandoning themselves or becoming weak. Holding a grudge can also provide a sense of control and superiority over the offender. A lack of empathy or compassion. The work stage requires trying to understand the humanity of the offender and the potential suffering without excusing their actions. This is a difficult task, and deep-seated inability or unwillingness to empathize can be a powerful roadblock. Yes, I agree with that one. Ooh, which one was it, Shelley? Let's see. That holding on to anger is a source of power or identity. Taking down my walls to me means more pain. Can it? Yeah. Yeah. And that's especially if you're still around that same person. If they're still acting the way that they were acting to hurt you and you're still around them, it's going to make it difficult to take down the walls. It absolutely will. So that's fear of further hurt. Let's go down here. Lack of empathy or compassion. Oh, I just read that. Unwillingness to empathize can be a powerful roadblock. Misunderstanding of forgiveness. Many people mistakenly believe that forgiveness means forgetting the offense, excusing the offender's behavior, or reconciling with them. This misconception can make moving forward seem impossible or morally wrong. That's a big deal, the misunderstanding of what forgiveness actually is. I think a lot of us do that as well. I know I am guilty of that. Now, after doing the lives and stuff, I'm better, but not perfect. Self-blame and shame. In some cases, the person who was wronged may also struggle with feeling the shame of or self-blame, which can complicate the process. This is particularly common in victims of trauma who may internalize blame for what happened to them. And I know that's a lot of us. Guilt, shame. That's big. Guilt and shame are things that keep us from being our best self. My thing is trying to let new people in because of the fear of being hurt. Well, I think that's also being cautious, Shelley. You want to know that that person is a genuine in their, you know, if they're lying to you all this time, you want to know that as well. Your BS meter, it probably works pretty good. So, trust in your BS meter. External and relationship related obstacles. Continued abuse or lack of safety. Forgiveness cannot proceed if the individual is still in an unsafe situation. In cases of ongoing domestic violence or abuse, forgiving may put the victim at further risk. Establishing and maintaining safety is a necessary precursor to authentic forgiveness. The offender shows no remorse. The offender's lack of apology, responsibility, or remorse can be a significant and valid reason for a person to remain stuck. While Enright notes that an apology isn't required for forgiveness, its absence can make the process more difficult and feel unfair. I agree with that as well. Resistance from social circle. Friends and family may reinforce the victim's anger or resentment. If a person's social support system is unsupporting of forgiveness, it can feel like a betrayal to the loved ones to move toward the work stage. Serious and ongoing consequences. If the consequence of the offenses are permanent and life-altering, such as a case of a severe disability or a loved one's death, the pain may feel too fresh and the emotional weight too heavy to begin the work of reframing. Absolutely, if you blame someone, for a situation. Oh no. Self-blame is me all the way. Yep. Yep, I understand that. More coffee, Shelly. More coffee. Let's see. Okay. So it's 2:30, but I think what I'm going to do is finish this. Overcoming the barriers. I think this is the last part. Yeah. And then I'm going to save this page because I want to keep talking about this. Overcoming barriers. While these factors can block progress, Enright's work suggests that overcoming them is possible with the right tools and mindsets. But now remember, too, if you're in an abusive situation, there was a serious ongoing consequence, your friends are taking the other person's side, the offender shows no remorse, lack of safety, those things those are serious barriers, Okay. Recognize and acknowledge emotions, overcoming the barrier. Now, these 4 items are probably not as easy as they make them sound. Fully exploring anger and resentment is necessary, as is understanding the fears that are keeping you stuck. Shift attention and perspective. Learn to control your attention and redirect it away from ruminating on the negative event. Oh, and that's not easy to do either. Set firm boundaries. Forgiveness does not require reconciliation. A person can forgive the individual while still protecting themselves by ending or changing the nature of the relationship. And sometimes you just have to end it. Seek support. A therapist, trusted friends, or spiritual leader can provide a safe environment to work through these obstacles. Talking through the experience can help a person separate the facts from harmful assumptions. And a lot of us don't want to seek support, so there is that as well. Hey, Zach. Jessica Vargas can use prayers from us. She got into a car wreck. She's okay, but her only car was not. Thank you, Zach. We will definitely pray for her. I blame you for having the taste in my mouth. Coffee is not strong enough. Yeah, especially if it's coming back and a second time. Sorry about that, Shelly. It didn't look that bad. But you're right. Yeah, Zach, we will definitely pray for her. I'm glad she's okay. So how are you doing today, Zach? Let's see. We're talking about forgiveness. Love you too, Shelly. We just got done reading, and we're gonna probably get going here. Shut down the live here in a minute because I've been talking to Shelly, and we're talking about. I think I'm gonna go from 1:30 to 2:30 instead of 3 now. Or I could go from 2 to 3. That would be good as well. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts, Zach? Or Joe, do you have any ideas as well that you'd be interested in? The 2 to 3 or the 1:30 to 2:30? Always remember, looks can be deceiving. Yeah, how are you doing, Zach? What's going on? How are you feeling? Oh, and I will do my best to because when I do the private live, I don't always put it out everywhere. I am doing my best to post it on YouTube, put it on StreamYard and Instagram because sometimes, like Shelly said, she didn't see that I was having a private live. So I am going to do my best to remember to post. So, and next week, I will be taking my friend to the doctor on Wednesday, so I will not be live. But the week after that, I will. And I think I want to go through this whole forgiveness thing, part by part. All right, Zach, you got your license and now you're taking driving lessons. That's great. That'll be some independence for you. You have me on Facebook too. Yes, I do. I don't post on Facebook because I have some family members that are on Facebook that I'm not particularly fond of. So I don't post on Facebook that I'm going to be live for that reason. So, oh no, Zach. You definitely need those driving lessons, I guess, huh? Oh, send a message on Facebook. I'm sorry, you guys. I took my medicine. It might be that darkness, but it didn't rain. You're right, Shelly. It just got dark, and now it's like it's not as sunny as it was before, but it's not that really really dark blue. It just flew over. Do you guys like the 1:30 start? Is that a good time for most everybody? Told you you can call me Weather Woman Shelly. Right? It's too bad you don't get paid Weather Woman pay, huh? Can you just see yourself up in front of that little map pointing and all that stuff? You missed your calling. That's what I would say. You definitely missed your calling. Mhm. Okay, everybody. We're gonna go. Um, so Joe, it was good to see you. I'm glad you're feeling better. And Zach, be careful driving. And Shelly, I'm sorry that you ate the yucky food. All they do is guess anyways, not a predict what Mother Nature is going to do. Well, yeah, Mother Nature needs to actually do the weather, and that would be helpful, don't you think? Mhm. Okay, and you can also message me in the chat. Um, yes. Okay. I think it's just the weather. It's cold and dreary. And before that dark cloud came in, it was actually kind of sunny, but it's not anymore. I don't know if we're going to get the sun back. That kind of stinks. I think 1:30 would work out great. Okay, 1:30 is the best then. We'll keep it there. It's been like that for years. So, yeah. And I have it already on my I post the same thumbnail all the time, but it's on there so I wouldn't have to make a new fun thumbnail either. So that's helpful. And I know I should make a new thumbnail, but you guys, I'm not gonna. It's Michigan cloudy. It's our middle name this time of year. I know. It is definitely cloudy now. So that was kind of a little bit of a, bummer. It's not going to rain. Don't give me any clouds. Bring my sun back. Here, bring the sun. Bring the sun. My lighting's a little better today, too. I got a ring light in front of me here. I just look with these lights in here. I just look so bad. Look at this. It is nap time. That sounds wonderful. Look at my face without the light. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So, okay. Thank you guys for coming. If there's anything else you need to chat about, go ahead and go in the chat or you can message me directly on Instagram. Thank you, Shelly. You are beautiful too. And I have to send Wilma's this week, but if you want, I can wait. But I need you to tell me when you want me to send that, okay? I'll pack it up, but I'll wait till you tell me to send it. So, all righty. Have a great week, you guys. Oh, and I won't see you next Wednesday. Since I won't see you next Wednesday, I'll just post it's canceled. Or I'll mention it in the chat that it's, that it's canceled. And you're not beautiful, you are handsome. That is true, Zach, but you have a beautiful soul. How's that? All right, everybody. I will talk to you later. What do I usually do? I say, bye, everybody. Bye.